So I'm going to talk briefly about the theories behind the trigger points, what causes them, why they're there, what's going on under the surface. Okay, this is the main plausible theory as to what's going on. First of all, you get an overactivity of the motor nerve. So that motor nerve is overactive because of injury, increased sensitivity. That's talked about in another video. But for some reason, that motor nerve is overfiring. So we are getting excessive amounts of acetylcholine in the area of the muscle and the tissue. That kicks off the sarcoplasmatic reticulum. That releases calcium, and what happens after a while is that there becomes damage to that sarcoplasmatic reticulum. You find lesions on it, so you get excessive calcium release, so that increases the calcium. Calcium stimulates muscle fibers, so these sarcomeres, the ones that are consisting of actin and myosin, that when you contract, the actin and myosin feed over each other to shorten the muscle. So calcium stimulates that contraction. So you get shortening of the sarcomeres in that area, which is where the muscle trigger point is going to be formed. So it contracts that area specifically. Because of that contraction, it increases the pressure on the blood vessels within the muscle fibers and that area. So you get this compressive force going through your blood vessels. Because of that compressive force, you get a reduction in blood flow to the area, which results in a reduced oxygenation to the area. So you get reduced oxygen. Because of all this activity, you actually need more energy. So you get increased energy demand. Yes, messy. Because of this reduced oxygen, increased energy demand, there's now this energy crisis forming, because without the oxygen, the energy is obviously going to be affected. So you get an energy crisis forming. This means that the area starts to work anaerobically also, and results in increase in these metabolic waste products. Things like lactic acid, and these do things such as reduce the pH, so they get the area more acidic, and subsequently we get sensitization of the nociceptive nerves, which obviously increase the pain sensitivity, so reduce the pain pressure threshold in that area, so that becomes more stimulated, and the autonomic nerves in the area also become more sensitized, so you get autonomic type symptoms potentially in that area as well. Because of all this activity and sensitivity, it then affects the motor nerve, which then thinks, I need to fire a little bit more because there's something going on. That carries on firing, releasing acetylcholine, and you get this vicious cycle taking place, which is why trigger points can become so chronic and so problematic to get rid of.